This is Roger with Wheel Kinetics in Tucson, Arizona. We're selling this truck. It is a 2001 GMC Sierra 3500. It is a four-wheel drive, 6.6 liter turbo diesel, SLT, which is leather, and it is a four-door extra cab with dual rear wheels. Lately, the dealers at the dealer auctions are not paying for these things, basically because when they have over about 120,000 miles, they can't offer financing. Otherwise, they would be selling these. Like, gosh. So this thing has 201,000 miles on it. Belonged to clearly a very diligent owner. Generally, these owners are over the age of 60 when they look like this, and they drive like this. This is a nice truck. Whoever owned it recently, before they traded it in, put a really nice set of Michelin tires on it. LT 1-ton rated tires. There's the tread on them. 6 tires like this are, gosh, way over $1,500 worth of tires on this vehicle that have probably 90% tread, maybe more. All of this vehicle's issues are just your high-speed rock chips, and on the, you got a little bit of clear coat fading and some lacquer checking, which is a very common thing in Arizona on dark colored vehicles. Black, green, maroon, red. They just get really hot and they start to lacquer check. That's these little things are here. It's mostly on the hood. I mean, if you wanted to fix it, you just pretty much just paint the hood. If you cared. But the body's beautiful, very straight. The rear fenders, the dually fenders, have no damage, which is also very rare. It's really in good shape. He also he put airlift suspension on this thing. It also has a Edge tuner and a Banks Ram air filter and a Banks exhaust tip, which is kind of cool. And having just taken it for pictures and driven it on I-10, it is just a nice rig. There are the 2 tires. There's the inside tire. There's the outside tire. The wear is perfect across, so there's no funky wear going on here. There's your tip there. Even the tailgate, almost always the tailgates on these things are just hammered from, mishaps, hooking up your trailer, etc. You got your light switch here. You got a fairly okay spare. There's your 5th wheel hitch. You got more lights here. Light there. Light there. This guy knew what he was doing. He left his options open. It's a really pretty truck. This thing looks more like the exterior looks more like a truck with 70,000 miles. The interior looks about the same. And it runs like a truck with no miles on it. There's your inside tire tread. There's your outside tire tread. Those wheels are expensive too, those Alcoa chrome polish. Whew. I know what it costs just for a bland steel wheel. I'd hate to know what he's into the wheels and tires in this thing. Now let's look under the hood real quick. I see a little scratch right here I just noticed. I don't know if you can get a perspective of where it's at. It's right there. I think if I was going to do anything, I would probably do that. But I don't know, it just depends on how much you care about what it looks like. Here's your Banks Ram air box here. Looks like he's got some new silicone coupler hoses. Everything looks really good under here. There you go. All right, let me take the key out so I don't have to listen to the buzzer. Let's look on the roof here real quick. Okay. Yeah, it's got a little bit of lacquer checking up here, but I think unless you're Shaquille O'Neal, it's not going to matter. Here's your Onstar antenna, obviously. Passenger or driver rear door panel. The seats look great. In the back, we had to do a little bit of dyeing and stitch repair on the front seat. I don't know what that is. It's like a little stain that didn't come out, a detail. Got heated, dual heated power front seats. There's your door sticker here. Okay, let's see. There was a little bit of wear here. Our guy came in and kind of filled this crack here, and the stitch that was going down the middle was open from here to here, so he kind of put a little repair on that. A little fill here. Driver's seats are always like that. You could send the whole seat out for probably $150 and have it recovered if you'd like, but this is all it really needed. And I think that we put a heel pad in here because there was a hole right, obviously, where your heel is for your gas pedal, which is common. All right, let's hop in, check it out. There's your airlift gauges. There's your trailer brake. And honestly, I have no idea what this is. I'll try to find out and put it in the ad. There's your programmer there. And let's see. You got this, you got diagnostics, you got options. Let's see what the options are. Alert options, sound duration, etc. Let me turn the air down. By the way, the air feels really good. It's hot, hot, hot. Alright, let's see. Let's go back to the menu. Let's see. Diagnostics, enter, trouble codes, transmission relearns, performance test. Anyway, this is a pretty cool system, and I like how he's got it built into this little custom deal that matches the dash. Here's your radio.
Very good meeting.
It's Pioneer. It also has, as I recall, we have a remote for it. Let's see if the remote works. Let me see.
Yeah, I still own some Coca-Cola stock.
Have you ever had a Pepsi?
Doesn't seem to be working, so maybe it needs a battery. I don't know.
30 years ago.
Assume it's broken, but it probably needs a battery. Okay.
They caved
Let me
in.
turn that off. There you go. Anyway, this is there's your air, and it's blowing nice and cold. There's your passenger seat. See something right there on the bolster. Carpet looks really good. Dash looks great. Usually there's a lot more fading on the dash. There's a little bit of dye fading right there. Very common in any Chevy truck or SUV or car, anything. From probably 2000 to now. Let me turn this down. Let's see. We have tow haul on and off. As you can see, we have good oil pressure. You give it some gas here. There's gas. Gas. Alright. There's your mileage, 201,311. I just drove this thing. It's been running for about an hour and a half, and I just drove it, probably 15 miles, doing 80 to 90 miles an hour, and there's your tranny temperature. There's that. Let's see, you've got tilt wheel. Let's see, what else we got? We've got cruise control. Let me put it into neutral. Let me put it into four-wheel low. Let me put it into drive. And let me make sure. Oh yeah, oh my god. That thing is top speed and low is probably 1 mile an hour, but it feels like it would pull a mountain. That's reverse and 4 low, and that works fine. Let me put it neutral. 4-wheel high. Put it in drive. Oh yeah. I can feel it tracking from the front, so it's definitely in 4-wheel high, but you could definitely drive it at speed. Put it in reverse. Perfect. right, put it for high. Okay, let's go for a ride. Now, this is on a clear title. It's not a theft recovery. Most of our stuff is theft recovery, but lately we've been buying all of the vehicles that they can't finance on their used car lots at new car dealerships. This was a Tucson Dodge trade-in. The only problem we have is that it takes them about 30 days to get the title in. So we're going to put this online. All we're going to want is a deposit, and we'll call you when we get the title finally. It could take anywhere from tomorrow to 30 days. In 30 days, they have to give it to us. So I'm just telling you that up front so that you're not like angry or whatever. And you know, if you don't want to tie up your $500 deposit and wait, I don't want to screw your plans up. But we will get the title, and it will be, if today's late April, we'll have it by the end of May for sure. Let me jump on this thing. Man, for a big rig with stiff suspension, this thing is smooth, and it runs great. Anyway, if you come to Tucson, you're going to pay taxes, which are our city sales tax of 2.1%, plus whatever your state tax rate is. For instance, if your state tax rate is 0, all you're going to pay is 2% tax and a $250 dock fee. If your state tax rate is 3%, you're going to pay 5% total. Let's do it. Wow, smooth. Anyway, you're going to pay your state tax at 3% plus our 2% for a total of 5%. Just fill in your state plus 2%, and that's the tax rate. Then you're going to pay our dock fee of $250. If you pay by wire and ship, all you're going to pay is the agreed upon price, period. The minute we get the full payment of the vehicle, you will have the title notarized, mailed to you. You have your own file for the vehicle online, where you can see all the paperwork that we have for it and that you have for it, including the envelope that we mail you the title in. Okay? Lastly, get your deposit in, please. If we have an agreed upon price, be ready to do the deposit. There are people who are all over our stuff right now. They know that we have these diesel trucks everywhere, and they're wanting them. And so what happens, and it's happened a lot lately, is we agree upon a price, and they wait a day or two, thinking they've got a day or two to put up the $500 deposit, and someone shows up and pays for the vehicle in cash. Well, we're selling to the people with money, okay, because it requires money to buy these. So anyway, please get it in so that we don't have that problem. We've had a couple people mad at us because they didn't put a deposit in, and we sold to somebody else who showed us the money. So let's not let that happen. It's a killer truck, really nice truck. I just noticed one other thing though, just so you know. There's a chip right here. Okay, this is out the windshield, and it's kind of underneath the edge of the rearview mirror. It's right there. If you want to, it's not in the line of view, but if you want a windshield, we can get one installed. If you add $129, we can have it installed before it even leaves or before you pick it up or whatever. Let us know and just add $129 to it. Anyway, this is a nice rig. Please don't screw around. I think this is going to be gone, even though we have this title hold on it. Anyway, thanks very much. Have a great weekend, and that's all.